Okay, relax. Take a breathe in. Somebody give this guy like a scented candle here, something near his table. Just keep his like a cool down because right now FE is just turning in hot with their momentum. Stick on the same guns, but one thing that stands out for the prime pick of BSC is the U1. You know how this goes, right?
Yeah, look, I think that Yuan has quite a high win rate as well. Close to, I think, 70-80% in the playoffs. It's done well when they had this strategy built around it. It looks like they're going to pick up the Lian Po because they've banned out the Zhang Fei themselves. Kind of a nice little J special, I would say. He can kind of pop off on that thing, create a lot of havoc, which is great, especially since Yuan, when you have that, unending sorrow, you're going to be slowing things down. You can kind of just wombo combo into that one. So you have that potential, especially since Musashi's on the other end, and you got to be careful. Again, Dao Musashi, one of the, the scariest Musashis we see.
Yeah, and then it's just comfort, right? As you said, like pointing out in that game, will they go out in the losing state, being in the comfort pick? Why not do it onto the last game for the one who's going to go down in the lower bracket? Onto the comfort and the respect with the Ming and the Dharma and also the Ogrun. This is like equalizing the stage right now in this game number 5. What's it going to be? It's going to be the Byron here for the Clash Line of BC. Will they go back for the Mayin though?
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
it looks like so, right? I think that's a good counter pick, and Xiang just plays an amazing Mayin. Again, game 5, your backs are on the wall. Both of you guys, it's the best of one. You got to go all out. You got to have your best foot forward, the best heroes, and any hero not named Pei.
Another one, bro.
And another one.
And kiddos are like, okay, just keep on going.
Guikuzi.
Okay, oh no,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay,
man.
honestly, Guikuzi I think works perfectly with the Fearless Esports lineup. You can catch everyone on the back lines as well, and you kind of give additional armor shred, both physical and magical. But of course, I'm not gonna be entertained with this particular one because I think it's a risk for Fearless Esports. And knowing how things have gone, it's best not to take too big of a risk.
Play your tried and true. Don't try to. It has merits. Don't get me wrong. I think it has that potential, but I wouldn't want to be pulling that on in game 5. And it looks like they're really thinking about it. It looks like they're gonna go with the Moats pick to kind of set things up. You have a little bit of, they're gonna surround that Musashi. They're gonna want to attack him. They're gonna group up, and having that cannon blast could really just turn that team fight.
Yeah, this is the most crucial way. We're looking at the possible last and 5th handshake, and we see the exchange of smiles there from 2 of the best coaches here in this series. Let's go. Let's find out on who's gonna go down in the lower bracket and who is gonna advance and meet Dominator Esports.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great game, right? I think that this is what we expected. Again, going the distance, getting to this level, and how we got here. Interesting story. It's been a roller coaster ride. Just these 2-0s, but back and forth, kind of in getting to this point. So it's gonna be the top. This is it. Who's gonna want this? Who wants to continue in this upper bracket journey?
That's the question, man. They need to answer now in game number 5. The Monsu here, we've seen like a great pickup from the series that we had earlier, but not this one, right? It was like a failed attempt to make that counterplay work against a hard crowd control frontline against Lee and Bo. I don't know.
Missed opportunity.
Yes. Thank you, man. So, will that be like a winning way for this esports now, knowing that there's a Lian Po, although you can counter it with the frontline folks with the Cannon Blast, and so far Woodwind, I think he has an award like never missed, right? For going for like landing the right Cannon Blast. And in that way, it's effective, holding everybody down, making the first attempt, and this will really force out something from BSD.
Another thing to take note of is why the Moats pick is that, when you have the Unending Sorrow, you're untargetable, but you can still be hit. Right, so the Cannon Blast could potentially stun you. Yeah, because you can just kind of, because it's an AoE, right? So you can get hit on that one, so it could slow you down. I mean, yeah, you have the heals and all those things, so you still have the sustain, but I just need a little bit of control to maybe potentially take you down.
Yeah, and we will know for sure what would be the adjustment here since they have picked up the Yuan. The Yuan without the Dharma, somehow it answers for the Lian Po to do that frontline invade as well. But so so far, okay, it's the rotation that we're about to see here. Good thing that they did not let go of the waves coming in from the mid, and they funnel in through Musang King. That's why we see Zihong just rotate freely down bottom, not just to give up maybe a possible gank, but it was a different thing. It's kind of like forcing something out for Fearless Esports to not make an attempt since they have the Matsu. An early game starter, by the way, it can give you kills.
Yeah, look at the top lane. Xiang going 1 versus 2. He's fighting under the tower. He's not scared. He's going to do some damage. Jinglin is actually going to be at half life. Xiang will take this one, have a little bit of a snack, do a little dance. I got a little uncomfortable with that one, but he's going to take it clear out the top lane.
Okay, so it's good lane freeze, right? Because at this point, then Xingling is going to have a level deficit against Xiang, and Xiang needs that deficit to be cut because he is only at level 4. He needs to make sure that he limits how much growth Xingling has. At the same time, if we take a look at the rotation, we haven't hit that power spike for both Dao Dao as well as Musan King. So they aren't really too comfortable about committing into ganks just yet.
Yeah, I think that's one way to see, like, there's not a window for aggression right now that can come from either from these two farm laners. It's because of the nature of the early end to Lady Sun. It's not just like automatic, okay, I got this pick, I got an automatic win. No, not just yet. You need to work as a unit here in the farm lane to make the space work for the early. And if you are up against a Matsu, yeah, you gotta be careful of where to land those umbrellas because that could be like a switch of a game situation that you can get caught off by a Fearless Esports.
Now, we're still in the early phase, right? Once the mid game happens and we see a little bit more of the team fights, positioning will be key. Understanding where they're grouped up, they needs to be super careful.
Oh wait, the turnaround Fable is a bit low. Here comes the Ultimate JR, joins the team fight as well. And both, they make it out safely, but that was a big scare for the side for both BSC and Fearless Esports.
That was so close for a first blood, and they kind of felt that coming in from Musang King right onto they had this AoE control. Meanwhile, Jinglin and Xiang.
Oh, the one-on-one, Xingling is so low. One more hit will do it. At this point, he still goes in. Hang on, they're playing with fire, the two of them. And they might not want to overcommit, but the 1v1 will continue here as Musang King secures the first Tyrant of the game for the team.
That the 1v1 in the Classic continues, and I love how we're doing and focusing here on this specific lane. Maybe because of these two playmakers that they have been doing a great job in controlling the map movement in the game. And so far, they're really respecting that because if someone really goes down in the first lane of the Clash lane, this would really take the pace out of BSC.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge... like, look, Xiang is a vital part of BSC, right? He is an absolute monster on the Mayan. If he were to just kind of, you know, maybe he got first blood, maybe he got a little bit more farm, and he starts to snowball, he could be your carry. He is that good on the Mayan. He has such an impact on this hero that you have to be super careful. Make sure that he doesn't kind of get away with it.
Xiang, he's caught a 2v1 Fable, waiting for the perfect time. Gets the freeze as well. First blood goes to Fearless Esports as BSC tries to make a counterplay on the bottom. Not really working out too well at this point, but success comes in little steps. It will be achieved here. First tier T1 going to be taken down on the bot.
I think that's the main thing, right? The little steps that BSE has found against Fearless Esports cracks, right? Since they have the Lady Sun with them, they know that Woodwid would be into a double time mode, mainly because of the protection that you can get for KK.
Oh, that's going to be a 4-man dive. He still goes in, down. They have overextended. Zhe gets the first punish, gets a kill onto Woodwin as well. Fable falls, KK falls, and 3 members make the mistake as BSE look for that opening.
Now I'm going to say it. BSE, where was this version, man? Like, they have finally awakened and they slowly translate their own ways in making the comeback in this game.
I mean, it helped that Fearless Esports really whiffed on that gank attempt. I mean, the think inside the box completely whiffed. You know, KK and Fable were all the way up in front, really out of position. And then BSE were able to just compound that mistake by being able to get the right the flank, and they were able to cut off any sort of retreat by Fearless Esports. That was a bad gank attempt, and they paid with their lives.
Oh yeah, that's not a good picture, man, but good thing. But that we see here is a Jinglin failed to defend that T1 up top. So openings being dealt now by Fearless Esports, mainly of the wave control that Xiang and also JR has been doing down bottom. I keep saying that, man. It's just JR.
Look, it's about 2K net worth lead in favor of BSC. never count out FE, especially when you have Dao Dao, who's just consistently farming. He will be up front trying to start things out, but it looks like the top lane is going to start the slow siege. Singlin is up front, wants to defend. He's got the force field suppression, but man, he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all. And Dao Dao, he might not want to jump onto this.
Yeah, not just yet, because they would really need something to hold BSE down. Oh, he's really wants to commit.
Really, Dao Dao, he's looking for more. At this point, Common Smash going to be committed as well. And TCC, Dao Dao jumps back in. Ultimate, Unending Sorrow going to be committed by the side of Musan King as well. The Qs do come through, and right away, BSC says, this is the opening. We will get this Overlord.
Oh, wow. It translated already into taking that objective as 8 minutes. So that's where, like, the aggression that they're trying to translate into winning success. They know Dao Dao was going in too deep. There was no way that the team of FE would really attempt, but looking back
Dao Dao, he fully commits as well in peril, but he gets frozen up. He made a mistake. He has to commit the Blood Rage as well. Second ultimate. Musan King coming in. And right now, they're just trading blow for blow, but nobody's able to get the big win.
Yeah, I think that the big win picture here is mainly hold on to FE's mistakes, right? If they keep on repeating that and feeding like what really that they want in this game, it's just becoming like a bait right onto Fearless Esports. They just keep on answering. So with that, this opens another objective for BSC to take.
The stun comes in. Zhong is low. Zhong will be taken down in this fight, but it's a 3-man knockup by the side of Zhe as well. And right now, Dao Dao in the 1v1 against JR. Where's the support of the team? Dao Dao, he has gone too far. The stuns come in.
Oh.
He is alive. He's going to make it out. Musan King will not be able to chase him. Singling is that protective barrier. And Fearless Esports, they take one big win here.
That was a great defensive drummer smash, man. Like a great way to not commit to anything because they know Zhong has been taken.
Yeah, I have been taken there. And I mean, look, Dao Dao just playing the hero to the limits. Somehow survives. That was actually pretty crazy being able to just get over the wall with the extreme speed and just kind of get himself back to safety. He needs to stay alive, of course. The entire game is on his performance here, right? If he dies, this team will just crumble, especially since they're starting to fall behind at this stage.
Oh, look, Chinglin is really on that push. Got spotted. Good thing Xiong using that frigid prison to check as well. Okay, so high ground turret already open up top, by the way, guys.
Yeah, and Xiang has done a good job of just split pushing. He's been kind of creating a lot of chaos in that one. So Fearless Esports have to kind of, you know, juggle themselves across all 3 lanes right now, being pushed across the top lane. KK needs that farm. He'll take that, but he's falling a level behind. JR is getting a slight advantage. Again, JR's been having almost impeccable, you know, movement. He has not been caught out yet. He's been able to kind of keep himself alive just with these lead steps.
Yeah, the lead slowly in favor of BSC in almost 4K. They need to make this work, man. Like this is like the struggle.
Oh, now he commits that duel to the death. Catches on the JR. That's a great start. Singling the protective barrier once again. And this might be a mistake that they could capitalize on. Fearless Esports, they're holding their position. Singling catches 2. KK on the backline, laying down the pain as well. But they got frozen. The fight turns around. Xiang gets the kill as well. Dao Dao gets taken out. And right now, it's a 4-on-3. And it's a big situation for BSC. All they have to do is to make sure they capitalize on it.
Look, I compliment JR about his positioning, and then he gets out of position and he just dies, right? But I guess it was bait because they got 2 kills out of it on this one. So BSC have another opening. They survived the attack. Yes, JR got killed. That does suck, but nonetheless, BSC have taken the Tyrant. That's what they wanted. They've done a great job of taking all of the neutrals thus far.
Yeah, 1 second win to note 2 for BSE. With that, all of this skirmish and teamfight just happened moments ago. The minion waves up top were really pushing slowly in the high ground turret. With that kind of teamfight, they were still holding on against Fearless Esports. It was really diverted to go for a defense. They were not in a situation to respond back. So with the equalization and pressure being poured down into the top lane here by BSE, this is becoming like a second problem for Fearless Esports to attend in team fights. So
Okay,
need to be careful.
If we take a look at all the stats, if stats don't lie, isn't this game just over? BSC, they've taken every single objective, every neutral objective. Fearless have not.
Yeah, I've seen this game before with BSC and Fearless Esports. I think this is just inevitable.
Yep, they will jump in. 2 being caught by Xiang as well. Dao Dao commits onto JR, but JR just slips and slides out of damage. And at this point, with Dao dead, they have to retreat. Fearless Esports, they will not risk more than that.
This is too far gone. I'm really saying this out loud. We've seen this game, we've seen the status of Fearless Esports in this situation, and how do you make a comeback out of this, man?
It's tough. I mean, BSC do such a good job when they have that lead and just forcing it out, putting a lot of pressure in. But if anything, they're going to back off here. It doesn't look like they don't have the minions to really push forward, but they will take everything in your jungle on their way out. They're going to stick around. Again, Dao cannot die. He needs to figure out some ways to get in, but again, he's being isolated. It seems like he's initiating first. I don't like it. You gotta kind of let maybe Xinglin or somebody else really make that first step.
Okay, now since you mentioned about Dao, man, like I would like kind of checking out the lineup here on how they could actually make a comeback. It's a risky play coming in from the Molotov with Intikas and the Bow Splash combo. He could die in any minute, but also what we're seeing from a few moments there was Dao was taken into the back line of BSE, which made them uncomfortable. So if with that kind of switch that Fearless Esports has been doing in initiating teamfights, it's risky, but they need to also outplay the damage from BSE because they could really punish 2-3 the moments they keep on repeating that mistake.
Yeah, but there's so many things they need to do, right? I think BSE at this stage, with all of that farm, all of that damage, you know, and they're pretty tanky too. I mean, if we're talking about Busan King, but let's check out this replay. It was the nice Trevor smash. It does connect, and it like just everybody like is just scurrying away. Dao is completely isolated on the south, and they have a 4 versus 1. This is because Jay created so much space with that Trevor smash, pushing everybody away, and they did not want to take that fight.
Oh, another wave cleared too by the Enhanced Shadow Overlord. The Vanguards are now flying through the map. Another high ground turret to be taken down by a BSE.
Oh,
that was close.
Oh, he is so close to death at this point. And once again, you can feel the pressure mounting. Right? We are in the middle of a pressure cooker right now. This is the BSE special. They will jump in. Won't overcommit, but Dao is falling below. Now this is going to be the last defense. Mid lane T3. Needs to do something.
Look, let's talk about Jihong's Winter is here. The zones that he's been putting out have been perfect, allowing the team to siege, ensuring that, hey, Fearless Esports really can't defend because they can't walk into that. They've been completely zoned away, so BSE have this opening to take that one out. That was a very easy top T3, and they took minimal damage.
Just the damage right here of BSE is really showing, like, how can they defend this moment? Like, the only thing to be in the front line here is either Woodwind sacrifice his life or Xinglin take onto the damage. But the one thing also to know here is the positioning of Xiang. He has been really consistent in maintaining positions all across the map, and specifically in the camps of Fearless Esports, mainly on the focus of containing and maintaining that wave control up top. It has been a problem. Now you see Fearless Esports reacting to those situations mainly because they have one high ground turret left. And how can they defend from this with this kind of build-up that BSE has been doing?
Yeah, the siege is going to be here. Jay's all the way up in front, looking to make action happen.
Yeah, he's going to commit that Tremor Smash as well. Woodwind catches nobody, and at this point, Xiang is falling a bit low, but the mid T3 going to be taken down, and at this point, open a barren space. No protection for the Crystal except itself and the 5 members of Fearless Esports.
Fearless Esports can get back in this game only if Busan King can change heroes to pay right now.
Oh my goodness, it's just a struggle right now for Fearless. Will this be the end of this game?
Defending moments, Dao gets caught out as well. Woodwind unable to use the think inside the box. All the different members trying to pull attention from the 4 remaining members of Fearless Esports. The Suns comes in, but there's no more minion waves for the time being. Right now, 3 more waves of 3-pronged attack. Fearless, they have to hold on, but I don't know how.
Oh my goodness, they have wave clear, yes, but with the waves, with the super minions pushing in with all of the lanes, this is a complete boiling point pressure right now for Fearless Esports base.
Busan King gonna try and get the stuns in. They're jumping on the KK. KK makes it back to the tower. The heals are coming in. They get rid of Xiang, but the base is under threat as well. Gonna get the kill. Too much damage, and BSC do it. They put them down into the lower brackets. Welcome to the winner's side, BSC.
BSC survive. They come back in game 5, and they are ecstatic. They are throwing headsets. They are grouping up, and they are loving it. They continue this journey in the upper brackets, and that's exactly where you want to be. That's a huge win for SHREW.
There you go, pointing up. and still remained